Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Roblania Network. I'm Ashay, sitting with Jackson Steiner.
What's up? It's your boy. I host the Steiner section.
Yup, he does. And we're also sitting with the owner of Pro Wrestling Reborn, which will be coming out soon, Kaden Jersey.
Hello.
Today, we're going to be doing the first ever official edition of Roblania Talk. But you will notice on the channel, like, every single legit talk is just going to be completely changed to Roblania Talk. So I don't know what edition this is, but technically this is the first one. Guys, how are we feeling today? We're about to dive into the topic of what does it take to be the best pro wrestler in this community. How are we feeling?
On the topic or just in general?
On the topic and in general. I want you to give me both.
Feeling good in general. I don't think being the best pro wrestler is really desirable.
Yeah, I don't think right now you can try to become the best pro wrestler. Maybe 5 years ago, yeah, sure, but now you can become a pretty average indie star, or you can somehow get to the middle division in WWE. Just ask Wide Cruz.
This is a good ass granola bar. This is a good ass granola bar. I'm sorry, I had to unmute my mic on a podcast. But everyone, this is a good fucking granola bar. I just gotta say, oh my god. What is this called? It's called Nature Valley Honey. This is a really good granola bar. Alright, let's read the chat now. We got Mika Mark saying, yo, hello. Hello to you. I love you. But I would love you more if you liked the as no one has done that yet. Die Hard Studio says, what's good, A's? What's good, Jackson Steiner? I'm feeling pumped up for this. Me too, man. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling awesome. Jackson, are you feeling the same way?
I'm feeling hype, man. I'm feeling pretty hyped to talk about what it takes to become the greatest pro wrestler of all time.
I just don't think it's possible anymore. Like competition is dead.
You know what?
In this podcast, I think we need to give the viewers the real truth about pro wrestling, on how to get big, or should I say, semi-big.
You know, honestly, ever since RWI died, I think the community. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Dude,
just joking.
What
just
the
joking.
fuck is wrong with this? Yeah, RWI was really the backbone of this community, guys. Like,
No, but
even when UWI came around, it was doing so much better, and then I ended it in like a month and a half because I'm fucking stupid.
Look, I do agree with this.
Nobody could really compete with Omni Orton so much that they had to ban him from APRW. That's how good the RWI talent pool was. They had to accuse him even though he was just raw and gifted. That's the real truth. Omni Orton is the greatest to ever touch the ring.
He is. He's in the thumbnail of this video. Anyways, I do agree. No, because the reason why I put him there is because I wanted to be like, oh, you got Kaden Jersey, who's just really good and he's been in here for a very long time, like a very good veteran. You got, I spelled wrestler wrong in the title. Oh, that's embarrassing. I'll change that in a second. I did. Look, there's the E is after the S. And then I put Chris Apoth,
Oh, yeah, I thought you meant in the thumbnail or.
I put Chris Apoth, who won the RWA championship on a very bad setup, and he also did it in such a short amount of time, so that's why I put him there. And then I put Omni because the idea of what does it take to be the best pro wrestler, some people interpret that as, maybe I need to juice up myself. So that's why I put him on there, Like,
You're telling me Omni Orton was on steroids? You've heard it here first,
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
Omni Orton took steroids
when it comes to people who would, maybe enhance themselves, this is one of the first people to come into someone's mind.
Oh, so that's why Omni did a Lesnar gimmick. Okay. Okay.
That's why, like, you see Omni on the thumbnail. I'm telling you, look at my videos with Omni. They get views. I'm just saying. Anyways, what does it take to be the best pro wrestler? I actually find it funny. I think no. This is my take on wrestling now. I don't think people care as much. I think even the cheaters in wrestling don't care to cheat, and I think that's pretty hilarious considering that there used to be like a lot of cheaters, and now it's just kind of like nobody really cares to cheat. You know, it's like sometimes like I look at a lot of feds. I don't think there's many ambitious feds. That's partly because there's no
Until
reason to be
August
ambitious.
20. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I agree with you when you said there's no competition. Like,
Well, here's one thing that I will say about becoming the greatest world wrestler. And you talked about Chris Apos.
It's
I remember.
APOC, please.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Fuck. Anyways, I remember recently it was either RWN or about
I'm
unstable
sorry, but
Ken
your
Ken
mic
Reigns
just like
and
shut
shit.
out.
But so I remember recently RWA or RWM put out something for unstable Ken about his wins and losses, and his only loss recently was from Chris Apoff. And I think that has to speak something for Chris, seeing how much he's done in the past 3 years and shit, because I mean look where Chris has gone from working on the indies to slowly rising on the ranks, and now he's main eventing RWA events, and he's one of the biggest stars right now in my opinion.
I don't know. It's so hard to like.
but do you think he's the best pro wrestler, Jackson?
No,
The best? No, no.
that's what's so weird about it is like, I can't give you like, I can only give you two names that are like really good right now, and then like, see, this was my point with like WWE. It's like the competition is so dead. It's like I can't give you maybe two names who are top two right now, and then like the others are just so far behind. It's ridiculous. But if you would have gone like even last year, dude, the top five, top 10, or the year before that, top five, it was always like close, dude. Everybody was competing, and it was nice. But now it's just,
Do you guys remember when Walsh was on the Indies?
yeah. But even Walsh doesn't really give a fuck now. Like he doesn't care.
Kaden, do you think that like it's a matter of not caring, or do you think people are just like too skilled at the game now?
No, there's a lot of no, because you can ask anybody, like Sean or Ken, dude. They train for like a week and they can beat anybody. Like a lot of these people suck now, dude. Like they suck.
So
Like
like the standard is becoming higher.
no, it's
Unfortunately.
just that they've gotten so bad. It's so like okay,
Like, what do you mean bad? Because you're not making sense. I could understand if you said like the standard was high. That's a very reasonable thing. But like, I don't think people are inherently bad. I don't think you can be. I don't think you can be worse. I really don't.
you most definitely can be if you go. Like I could go to any Fed right now and probably compete, if not win the world title, if I really, really wanted to. And that's like
But could it be that it's just new talent coming in? Are you saying that like the people from last year got worse?
no, I'm saying that the people now who are here
Oh, okay, all right, the new gens.
are really bad. Like, and I'm not even like trying to be mean. Like, some of them are good, some of them are improving, but a lot of them like will honestly just dick suck. And I'm sorry for like cursing, but
Oh, I said fuck in like the 2 seconds of this video, so it's all good.
okay. Well, then I guess it doesn't matter. But honestly, they like to suck dick. Like, they're a bunch of dick suckers in like new gen wise because think about it like this. If let's say we were in a similar situation like this, but it wasn't as bad. I'll take you back to 2017, around, yeah, just 2017 when RCW was starting to really come up, right? And there wasn't really like a major Fed at the time. I mean, maybe ORW, CCW, like Feds like that, but it wasn't really anything like standing out. And then all of a sudden, RCW came and just blew it out of the water. And I mean, it was just so weird because kids took a bunch of people who trained every fucking day, who worked their ass off, and people who weren't known, and how do I put this? People who just like nobody gave a fuck about, and so they went to RCW, and then kids put them in a position, and then all of a sudden, all of them are blowing up. They want to train every day. They're getting better every day, and it's just not like that anymore. Like nobody really cares enough to do it. I'm not saying that's necessarily like a bad thing. I mean, like, but like, it's not even like these people are necessarily going out and doing real life things, dude. They're late. A lot of people are lazy nowadays. Like, they just don't care. And I mean, I guess, you know, if you don't want to care about Roblox and you don't really give a fuck where you stand, then you know, nothing wrong with that. But there's a lot of people who do, who just don't put the time in, and it's so weird to watch because, I mean, you like last year, who were the top guys, right? It was like Isaac, even though they retired earlier in the year. Isaac, Jay, Matt, maybe Ken. Who else? Don, maybe a little bit. I don't know. See, it's just like even last year. I mean, there was Lee, there was Seth, there was Nighty, there was even Zane Ethan for a little bit. EJ, you know, there was Damon, but Matt was really the one who came out of that group, and then like near the end of the year, and then
I think what's happening is that a lot of pro wrestlers are just losing passion, and it's growing to other members of the community, and they're just, you know, following them, and they're not caring either. You know, I feel like a good question would be like, how could we like bring the passion back to pro wrestling? You know?
Well, I think Kaden knows a thing or two about that. With the federation that he's starting up, or Wrestling Reborn. Kaden, you bring up a lot of interesting points, but tell me, what do you think could help the community? Because you seem like you're very knowledgeable on this topic. We'll go back to
honestly, and then I know, like, I just want to clear this. Like, I troll a lot on Twitter with WWE, although I'm like, I do mean when I say I'm not necessarily like, I don't truly hate like WWE. Like, it's not my fed. If they want to run it like that, then they can run it like that. But you know, I wouldn't do that. I'm just like, you know, we could do better. We could just do better. And how do I put this? Really, we just have to like work together. Like as much or as like cringy or as
well, hold
probably
on,
not the
Kaden.
answer.
Their production is insane.
Okay. Okay.
So you know, so obviously they have to be entertaining, right?
No, but I will tell you this: production definitely draws in more people than how you book them.
I think Pro
Like,
Wrestling would be at a better state if we had WWE on top, and then maybe like a second Fed. Like, is SCW still around?
yeah, but
They
see,
lost all
that's
their
the thing.
buzz. What happened to
See,
that?
that's the thing is like you don't even know if it's around. Like it just kind of lost.
It's
I don't
I
know.
unfortunate
remember.
because, yeah, like I remember, like they were you know, when you started joining in, I think it was around that time when you made the decision to join SCW. That's when like people started being like, oh, they're number one, and I have no idea how it happened, but like somehow WWE took that spot, and I don't even know if it's for the better because I don't know. I really would like it if there were like at least two top feds, so you didn't have to like model yourself after one thing. Cause like I don't wanna, it sounds rude, but like I don't wanna say that like uh every number one fed keeps like in my opinion, I think every number one fed that has surpassed them, you know, like has been their predecessor, has kind of been a downgrade, in my opinion.
No, I don't even disagree with that. Like think about it, like I think APRW could have been better than RCW if it were for even just like yeah, I thought it was gonna run till like next year. Like that's even Ken wanted to run it for a couple more years, but you know he didn't want to run it without Miz, and there's other stuff I'm not going to talk about. But You know, I would say RCW was better than PRW. And then I'd say PRW was better than BPW, and I'd say BPW was better than WWE, even for as short as it ran. Like, think about it like this. Like, WWE's production, although it's always been very good. I gotta restart Discord. Hold on. I'm Mike.
Yeah, don't worry about it. But back to what I was saying. I was saying like, in terms of wrestling right now, I think that like if we had more options and more variety on the top, on the pinnacle of the thing, I think that's what really makes federations, like the quality be better. We had this talk about APRW copy and paste arenas. Well, if maybe there's arenas like SEW on top. You have two but it has to be a number one, and I get that because that's just how like in general pro wrestling is. It's always going to be the number one. I want to take some time right now, to just address the
Hello.
Hi. Don't talk. Oh, he listened to me. I would have yelled at me, and that was pretty rude. Anyways, I just want to take some time right now to address the chat because I told them I'd answer the questions, and then I never did. So Mika Mark says, I want to be here for fun, but sometimes you can't help to try to be good, And he said, or her, I don't know. Who do you think is the absolute king of pro wrestling in this moment right now? And I would say, in my opinion, I think Chris Apoth is the most popular. You can make an argument that he's not the most skilled, but I think he's the most popular in terms of like branding and being recognizable, and like being just over.
Not.
I mean,
Hey, here's one thing though. Who's the most hated player in the NBA? And he just made $1 billion. LeBron James. Who could you say is the LeBron James of pro wrestling right now?
Ken.
I mean, every pro wrestler is just trying to be the next Chris Apoth, in my opinion. I think it's the generic rock emo thing. Like they're trying the same shit.
I don't know if you're trolling or if like you and Chris are like really good friends, but like I hate to say this, but Chris Apoth is not that big of a deal at all. Like, you got to be trolling or something, but there's like, even when I don't wrestle, I'm definitely more popular than Chris. Matt Batista is more popular. Ken, Sean, fucking John, Daly, Cena, Cyan, like who? Like, I'm sorry, but like, not saying this is like necessarily Chris's fault, but what has Chris done? He won an RWA title and lasted like the next week. Like, oh, that's great. Good for him. He won. I lost to the guy he beat, but I mean, like, Chris Apoth is probably like number 600 all time, dude.
I want to.
Kaden is always starting something, man. I wouldn't be surprised if this turns into a beef. No. I'm just saying. I wouldn't be surprised if this turns into a beef on Twitter.
What? I love Chris Apoth. He's just not that popular. Like, that's not necessarily his fault. He puts in the time. He puts in the work. But...
Well, Jackson, you say that, but I don't think anyone would care to start Twitter beef anymore because nobody's really that.
That's the only interesting thing.
Chris Apoth's priorities now. Chris Apoth's priority is ranking out a bronze 1 in Valorant. Nobody plays Roblox full time anymore. Anyways, the next question is by Vegas Elite Wrestling. What a great name. They're totally, a person. But anyways, they ask, any advice about getting your Fed out there? Basically what you want to do is you want to tweet at Roblania S. At Roblania S so you can get on the Steiner section.
No, nobody gives a fuck about the Steiner section.
Sure, whatever you say.
Are you kidding me? We just promoted RGCW and everybody and
now everyone's talking about that Fed. Also, you're welcome, by the way.
What the fuck is an RGCW? What the fuck is that?
Bro, you don't live here in the Indies and Minors, alright? It's a rough territory. It's a big territory. It's a big territory. Exist? You wouldn't understand what it is to be like us. You're no longer the underdog, Kaden.
You're not a real wrestler, Kaden. Kaden, you're not a real wrestler.
I'm more around. What do you mean? I'm still pretty active. No. I pay attention to what happens in the community. I'm just like not in every Fed anymore like I used to be.
Listen. wrestling. The reason I don't know about the indies because I'm just too big for the indies. I'm up here chilling with the tribal chief.
Yeah,
Matt
whatever,
Reigns.
whatever.
And you will acknowledge me, and you will acknowledge the tribal chief. So you dare disrespect me?
All right, I think you're rambling now. You're rambling now.
Unleashed.
Okay, all right. Anyways, Danny said this is terrible advice, especially coming from Kaden, Jersey. To which we said, agreed, Danny. Thank you very much. Poskin says, "What Roblania? What app do you?"
Doesn't matter.
What?
He's a Bears fan, so his opinion doesn't matter. But
Oh, true. Word. We have 18 viewers right now. Would be nice if those people could like the stream. That'd be very nice. Anyways, Poskin asks, Roblania, what app do you use for logo making / GFX creation? I use Paint.net for some of my stuff, but some logos or very few amount of graphics is through Photoshop. Tyken says, why are you still up, A's? It's past your bedtime. Well, I'd just like to say you're absolutely nothing without me. Whatever you do in the future in pro wrestling, you will do absolutely nothing because you'll never have Ashes by your side again as the best. Yeah, hold on. I just want to address the chat. I'm just making connections with the chat, you know? I'm just, you know,
you need to make some connections with real life people and bitches.
One of the complaints I got with Legit Talk is that we didn't care about like any of the people actually watching. So I'm putting out, you know, a little connection with them, and then we'll talk about. Hold on, guys, get ready to see this really cool transition that I just saw in a tutorial. Yeah.
This guy looked up a YouTube tutorial.
Yes, I did. Look at that.
See, Ace says it all the time, man. You know, just watch YouTube tutorials and you'll get good at wrestling feds.
Oh, TXA Music says, which pro wrestler has the hottest mom? Not asking for a friend. Well, I actually have a picture. I have a picture that Jackson Steiner actually sent to me in the chat before you even asked that question. And it's obviously Wolf's mom. I don't know about you, but that's probably one of the best, you know, cards I've seen ever.
Alright, you know, we gotta get back on topic, man.
Alright, keep asking the questions, don't worry. We'll get to them. But back to the topic, what does it take
You actually put the card on the screen?
I did, why? Nobody watches it. It's only it's only 16, 18 people. That's not that many people.
Okay, here's a good topic, Let's continue, let's talk about Kaden's new fed, Pro Wrestling Reborn. That's coming very, very, very soon. Kaden, how are you going to change pro wrestling with this fed, man?
I'm not. I'm ending it after one, so goodbye. Thanks for asking.
Well,
seems like some UWI shit.
Nah, I'm playing. I mean, I don't know. I guess it all depends on the people who come themselves. Like, I've made it entirely up, like, to them. Like, now, if you win your matches, you'll get opportunities. But if you absolutely suck, well, then you're probably not going to get any. Like, when I say, I mean, like, if you put in the work and you're struggling and I see you're putting in the work, maybe I'll give you something. But, you know.
Like, if you're showing up to the shows, like, right? Like, consistently every week, not, like, leaving right after their match.
Yeah. I mean, I don't, it just all depends, like, what really can you? I just want to change the narrative. Is like what's seen on or how pro wrestling is seen to the like public eye. Oh, pro wrestling is so toxic, and then sometimes it can be. But like the same people who complain are the same people who still sit here every day and do nothing to change it or how the community. Oh, pro wrestling is so bad. It's so terrible. It's so toxic. I'm gonna shit talk it, but I'm gonna go to Skyline Gym every day and I'm gonna train, and I'm still gonna suck and be a part of the problem because I'm gonna bitch on Twitter every time I lose a match. Grrr. Like, that shit's so stupid.
Kaden, have you ever maybe given a thought that maybe you're the problem?
Yeah, I probably am the problem.
Yeah, anyways, you know, you bring up changing the game, and that's actually one of the things the defunct UWI was really, really good at. So I just want to commend you on taking notes from fellow good federations. And
Nope,
I'm not
nobody took
taking credit
notes
or
from
anything,
EW.
but
Nobody took
no,
notes.
no, no, but I'm just saying, if there was a federation that you would be taking advice from, it would be one by the great Origin CA and Ashes. Anyways,
No, it would actually be from nobody.
let me ask you,
Uh,
what are you gonna do different from WWE? Because I do think that this could be the top Fed. I really do. I think that you, being a Fed owner, has a good chance of taking the #1 spot. But what are you gonna do to ensure that happens? What are your priorities? What are you gonna do to change the game?
well, let me put it like this. Obviously, I want to be #1, but like, I don't want to get too caught up into that too. Like obviously, I want to compete with WWE, and I want to have fun. But I also don't want to stress myself out where like every day it feels like a job, where it feels like I have to do this, because once it does, I won't hesitate. I just won't hesitate to quit. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and let people dictate me, or you have to give me a title shot. Like, no, I don't. Or you have to do this. You have to let me do this. But one thing I can say is you won't see the same old things. Like, for instance, you won't see. Oh my, here's a big thing. You'll see unique pay-per-views, something I haven't seen in fucking forever. Like, everybody's doing Money in the Bank, Hell in a Cell, Elimination Chamber, like WrestleMania.
Yeah, I really like that. I appreciate that.
Like, everybody wants to do the same shtick. Like, you're not gonna see the same superstars. Now, obviously, I think a lot of people were like, oh, well, a lot of people were like, well, you're not going to give the same people shots, right? No, but at the same time, if these quote unquote big guys come in there and they're also really good and actually win matches, they're also going to get shots. But I feel like some people, especially because I've gotten a lot of people in my DMs are like, well, are you going to give the same people shots that WWE does? I mean, if they come to my Fed and they do good, then I mean, I'm going to have to. But it's all up to everybody to decide their fate. But what I can do different is I think I can just provide an actual good time, because like, now obviously is every show going to be, how do I put this, 100% perfect? No. Is every show going to be
But you're gonna do your best.
yeah, I'm going to try and I'm going to do my best, but like, not every show is going to be, maybe, how do I word this? Maybe something you don't want, but at the end of the day, it's how I'm gonna run things, and if people don't like it, well, I mean, not much I can do. But I think I've shown a lot of people a lot of things, especially the titles, like especially just like being unique, like standing out with titles, even like stipulations, the way your arena looks, the way Trons look on a fucking Titantron, the way things look on a screen, like effects you can do with the arena.
Wait,
The way,
so you're saying things are gonna be unique?
yeah,
You think you're saying like you're going to be original? You're saying you're going to be doing things that involve great production?
yeah.
Well, if there's one federation that I do think that
Dude.
could be
Oh my
compared to this really great
Oh
new
my God.
rebirth of pro wrestling is the defunct RWI and UWI, which you can actually go see on this channel itself. And speaking of this channel, we have a lot of viewers
If
on this
UWI
stream,
was so
but
good, why did it end in 2 months?
we have a lot of
Why are you
we have a lot of
promoting
viewers on
videos on a dead
stream. I
channel?
would really love for those viewers to like.
You can't talk over me. Why are you
Liking
promoting
would
a dead
really
fan?
help
Huh?
us get more noticed,
Oh, no.
Why are you promoting a dead Fed?
and because I'll never give up. Anyways,
You did. You
John
gave
Cena's
up
my.
on the Fed.
Shh, hold on. I'm going somewhere with this.
You gave up on
Anyways,
everyone
let's read the
else.
chat. Let's read the chat.
Breaking news: John Cena has just signed a 6-year, $150 million contract to Pro Wrestling Reborn.
That's
No
unfortunate.
fucking way. No fucking way. No fucking way. No fucking way. No way. No way. No way.
You
Is
guys,
this real?
Yeah, Jackson, I want you to record a video and give the same effort you gave into like Kaden Reigns, holy fuck. I want you to give that same effort when John Cena shows
I
up.
got you.
Take 2.
I got you.
Nick Danger asks, "Who's the best mobile player in pro wrestling?" We're gonna skip that
Of all
question because
time?
it's a joke. But
I can give you one. I can give you the greatest mobile
okay,
like real wrestler of all time.
go quickly though, because nobody cares about this topic.
Alpha.
Alpha. I mean,
handles.
mobile pro wrestling is a joke, but I don't see
he actually
the
competed.
likes going up, you guys. What's going on here? What's up with likes? TXA Music asks, which pro wrestler has the... Oh, wait, I already read that one. Whoops. Who's the hottest player in pro wrestling?
Nah, what?
The hottest player in pro wrestling, like in terms... I'm gonna spin that as who has the best attires in pro wrestling, like overall look. I've
Like,
brung up his name too
unique
much,
look?
but I think... Yeah, unique. But I think... Chris Apod. You guys. Chris Apod. So unique. Other than the black hair.
Dude, how much did he pay you? Like, how much did he pay you?
Well, here's the way. You're not looking at it the right way. How much did I pay him
All right.
to be on Roblania?
Are you able to like put if I were to share a screen in the car, are you able to put my screen?
I am.
Okay.
Why?
I'll give Roblania a special look at the arena.
Special look at the arena. Can I show
That's
them
right.
the title?
Huh? Sure.
Can
go
I?
ahead.
It's some of my best work. Can I show them the green one?
Yeah.
My best one.
I'll show off the titles in game. I got you.
All right, I'm gonna show it on stream because I got this really cool transition effect. Oh yeah.
So the issue with your titles, sometimes they won't load. So I'm gonna.
Well, they're very
Like,
detailed.
The green title is not like there's a part of it missing.
There's a part of it missing. I don't know how to do that. I mean, if it consistently
Hey, look.
happens.
No,
I'll-
it does, but like it'll be random titles, and like I'm just gonna show you real quick. Like,
But
it's gonna have
does it happen at random times or does that happen all the time?
like it happens all the time, but like eventually, like look, like it's not like that all the time, but like random titles will like not load in.
I think that might just be a loading issue. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Fix it now.
I'll look into it. I'll tell you that. I'll look into it.
All right. But yeah, I'll give you a special look at it. And if the green title doesn't load again, then I'll let you just show it on stream. How about that? Okay, it loaded. We're good. It all loaded, A's. Woohoo! All right, A's, are you ready? Hello? Well, it seems that Ash A's has died. I don't know what's going on here. Jackson?
Yes. Yes. Hello.
Where did A's go?
Fuck. I don't know, man. But in the meantime, we can answer some more of these questions.
All right.
Jack Ziegler's in a chat asking, who do you think will be the next breakout star in World Wrestling by the end of this year?
Well,
Kaden, you want to go first on that?
I think it'll be Jax himself, actually, or Wyatt, or somebody like that.
I do think it might be Wyatt. He's really killing it lately. In WWE, being the Intercontinental Champion. Ace is gonna. All right, Tyken, what's your fucking question?
I don't see his question. What the fuck is he talking about?
Okay, Richard Rage asked, speaking of feds, do you think VKW is going to have a big impact? Just saying that fed is not going to happen. The owner, he paid for a trailer to be commissioned by A's, and I guess he just never started the fed, so that's not going to happen.
That's what I was gonna
Um,
say. I remember I told him I would go, and then they had one show, and nothing else happened.
he also asked another question: is where do you stand with the OCW stuff that happened this week? Don't know anything about that.
The what stuff?
He says there's something going on about OCW, but I only know that
Dude, I don't pay
they're
attention to
ending.
like most of this shit. Like,
The one that hosts in the ECW arena?
Yeah, Wolf Sharks Fed.
okay, are you
Oh, fuck
ready
that
for me
Fed.
to share my screen?
No, I'm not. Hold on. I would love to show everyone this really sick title that I made. Jackson, could I possibly get a drum roll?
Yeah, actually.
Wait, what
Can I
questions
stop?
did you guys answer? What, you didn't even do one. Alright, I'm gonna reveal it in 3, 2, 1. It's a beautiful title. Yes, it is a gigantic lot. You can start screen sharing, by the way, Kaden, so I can, get the stream ready. It's a beautiful title. It's for Pro Wrestling Reborn. It's green. It's the jungle. Look at the nice shades in there. Yes, it was 4 meshes just to make that title. My mom came down here and she started talking to me, which is why I had to go mute. And she asked me, A's, what's the best titles in Pro Wrestling? And I said, Mom, let me tell you something. The Lionheart Championship is possibly one of the best creations that I've made. And honestly, I'm looking forward to creating more belts, which you can do on just by simply clicking on my Twitter and joining my Discord server, which you can order your own titles that look very beautiful. Anyways, we have about 16 viewers and only 6 likes. You guys, come on.
Guys, you better like this video.
Okay, are you gonna like put my
Yes. Let me do a little bit of technical work, and we will.
All right. In the meantime, while Ash is doing that, if you guys want to send in some more questions, we'll answer that.
Did you answer? I want to answer. Someone asked something about VKW. Is
You already
VKW
answered.
gonna
I
have an
did.
impact? And I said no, cause I made them their trailer, and that's the only thing they'll be remembered for. And if you want trailers like that, you too can order one from Ash A's himself.
Dude,
I accept
okay.
Amazon and Visa cards, so I'll update the description because it still has the Roblania server that doesn't exist anymore. But we're gonna go to an arena reveal. Really great one. Let me timestamp this actually. We are 38 minutes into the video, and this is Pro Wrestling Reborn by Kaden. Alright, let's check this out. 3, 2, 1. The grand reveal of the arena.
Alright, can everyone see? Alright. So obviously at first glance you can see a big glowing Roblox Wrestling Reborn sign. So let's just red. So this was made by Vespert. Originally it was a lot worse looking, and then he made it a lot better looking. Something he also did, which was pretty cool. You see these little wings on the side? He added those, I guess, to match the logo itself. And at first, I thought Trons were gonna look weird on here. Let me turn my volume just a second. And they don't look bad. So I'll give you an example. I guess we have 60 viewers. Maybe we're getting rated. Who the fuck knows? Anyway.
Yeah, how are we getting? It says I don't know. Does it say? It says I have
It's the
75
Roblox Wrestling
viewers.
Reborn reveal. Of course, there's 70 people. Anyway.
That's hilarious. Yeah, but there's a bunch of people joining. I'm very confused. Like the viewer count
Alright,
is just
so
like going up constantly. I don't know what's going on there.
I'll give you an example. So there's Like this doesn't look bad. Although it's cut off, it doesn't look bad. You know, I didn't know how Trons were gonna look on these wings, but they don't. They look normal. So shout
I
out
think
to Calvin.
I think the wings look pretty good actually.
Yeah. You want me to show off the titles for UAs, and then I'll show off the lighting and like match stipulations. Here you go, A's. So this is the title A's was talking about, the Lionheart Championship, mainly made for people who are, not that they're not good, but people who work really hard.
Wait, hold on. What is it? What is a raid? I'm so confused. I thought that was a Twitch thing because we have 102 people on the stream right now.
Why the fuck do we?
Is this a troll? No, because the
I know
concurrent.
who Turbo is. They're trolling, but
Who's Turbo? What?
that's one of the big 8 people. I think Brad or Matt. But so anyway, this is the Lionheart Championship. This is the no limit. This is the one I'm most excited about, mainly because how it's gonna work. I'm not gonna reveal like how this title works, but it's definitely not gonna be anything that's happened before. It's just the television title. Some people are iffy about it. I personally like the look of it, the color scheme of it.
Well, it's unique, as you said. You wanted things to be unique.
This is the world title, which I think is the best looking title that we have. And this is my least favorite. I don't think it looks bad, but I feel like it could have been done a little better. No offense to UAs, but it's not that big of it. It looks nice. Just think it could be done better. So let me. Oh yeah, something else I want to show. So
yes, I love this.
I'll hook you up with this one.
Yes,
Ace.
yes, AVP, yes. Oh,
So,
that's sick.
It's like they're gonna take a minute to load because
Omni.
the game just loaded up. Oh yeah, Omni.
Why do you have Omni in there?
Who knows? Who knows? Maybe
Bro, Omni confirmed for Pro Wrestling Reborn?
You'll just have to wait and see what happens. That's all we're just gonna say. We can't publicly say that because Omni.
I gotta show off
baseball bat to my head right now.
Right here, the tribal chief Matt Reigns. Jax wants to see his. We haven't finished his yet because he hasn't given us like if he's a face heel and a quote. Wide. EJ's is still incomplete. They take like 2 seconds to make. Let's see. But these are the people so far we have for it. Oh, and another shout out to Vesper because he improved his. Now, if I do, let me go ahead and make this black. If we turn on, pick a color, A's. Green. All right. You got green, blue. You know, you got all your colors. So we improve this. I'm gonna go with red. Improve this. We're gonna give it that. And this is my favorite part that a lot of people like is the lasers. He really improved these. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the lights back on. But they used to look, not that they looked bad, but they definitely look a lot better now on how they're spaced out and how they look like actual lasers now. And something else kind of cool that John Cena did was this case match. The way the cases work, now we're gonna slow it down so it doesn't end in 2 seconds. But this is okay. Thanks, DB Tech. Okay, I really appreciated that. We also have to fix that. Dylan Brown, fuck Dylan Brown. Kidding. But let me go ahead and turn these off.
Ash, mute your mic, Doug. I ain't trying to hear all that.
So you see this little thing at the top? Instead of a percentage, it'll be like a little, just like this red bar going down, and once it fills.
Yep, just like the things that they used to use in RWI, the exact same model.
So.
As RWI.
All right. We get it. You owned RWI, UWI. Oh yeah. Since I know Jax is probably gonna be asking, You need a top screen, by the way, Jax. Here's his Tron. Oh look, Ace, it's an Omni Tron. I wonder why this could be in the arena.
I thought you didn't like Omni.
Huh? I told you this. Cheating isn't the end of the world. I just didn't like how we went.
Listen. We just put Omnitron in there to test it because it's a pretty good one, and also Omni stopped by the Road Wrestling Reborn staff chat for no particular reason earlier to send it to us.
But
I mean, that would explain why he's in the gym like every day.
We still have to. This is just one of the cutscenes we made. We still got to add a bunch. And then, just a simple bring back, give you a clean. Still got to add. I mean, there's, normal crowd here, but we still have to add that. But pretty much we're just finishing up, like getting stuff into the arena, like finishers, animation, stuff like that. But we're definitely going to have a lot better segments, a lot more unique and creative segments. We definitely have a huge staff team. You can ask Jackson. A lot bigger than I thought I was going to have. Even just like people who don't like make anything for us, just to give us like creative insight and what an average person would like to do or a normal person would like to see. That way the people who might have to wait a little longer don't get bored or annoyed at the show, and can also have fun. Why were there renders in the backstage? Oh, because eventually he was just giving us an example. This is just XRW renders, but eventually these are going to be filled out with people who come to Roblox Wrestling Reborn, and then we got to add a backstage and just finish up everything, and it'll be done by the first show. So here's a little forbidden little mouse. But one thing, this is cool. I like this. I don't ever see tag team Trons anymore, like ever. Then they also have one? Alright, that's cool. Oh, that's pretty nice. I like the effect on it. It's like a heat effect. But one thing I really like is the stage itself. Now, originally this didn't have glow to it. I'm probably going to turn down the glow because like you can barely read what it says. Maybe if I turn down my graphics you can see, but I'm more of a 10 graphics person, so. We also have to add D-lag, which shouldn't take long, but one thing we gotta find though is we've signed over 100 people, but I'm trying to build stables and tag teams too, and we're about to start planning probably tonight or tomorrow. It might be a little late tonight, but tomorrow definitely. I can't believe we had 100 people for that, Ace. That was so random.
Yeah.
Was that real?
Tyken said earlier in the.
I thought that was fake.
Tyken said earlier in the chat that he was gonna raid.
Well, the raid didn't really work. Wait, what was he trying to do?
I don't know. I just saw in the chat.
Well, I appreciate it, even if they were bots, because
something about a raid.
It peaked at 135 viewers.
Bots. It wasn't bots. They were all here for the Roblox Wrestling Reborn.
Although I will say, yeah, never mind. So, do you guys think we could go back to talking about Pro Wrestling before we abruptly end this very great edition of Roblania Talk? All right, let's get into these questions. Someone keeps asking, who do you think will be the next breakout star in Pro Wrestling by the end of the year? Jackson, did you answer this one?
Yeah, we did.
Okay. Well, me personally, I think personally, Chris Apoth.
Oh my god.
I think Chris Apoth.
He's retiring at the end of the year.
And he'll retire at the top. Kim Pato asks, Mr. A's, do you have any advice for Roblox wrestling? I would love to stop seeing copy and paste arenas. I'd really, if this, okay, so like Kaden said earlier, that if the skill level in pro wrestling or the people are just getting worse, right? I think if people are getting worse, then we should at least raise the bar on other aspects of pro wrestling, which is pro wrestling, and pro wrestling is storyline segments. You know, I'm a big story guy, so I think that would be, I think I would like to see that for Roblox wrestling. Kaden, do you have any advice for Roblox wrestling that you haven't put out yet?
I guess pretty much is what you said. It's just we just have to. If you expect better, you have to at least try and help change like the aspect of it. Like if you're gonna sit here and bitch about everything, at least try and help. You know.
Yes. Yes. Michael Wazowski asks, who's in the bottom 5 wrestlers of all time, and why is Brad League in it? And he goes on to ask, why is Brad League the worst league? You know, Michael, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure.
It's because Brad League, simply put, is 12 years old.
He had a little bit of potential.
I'm exposing it. 12 years old.
Wait, what happened with him? What's wrong?
It was a joke.
Oh.
Brad doesn't give a fuck about Raw wrestling. There's no potential with him.
It's quite sad. I want to read out another comment by Mika Marks. A goal I set for myself was that I wanted to be the next rising indie star. Is this a realistic achievement? I think if you want to be a really successful indie star, all you have to do is just be good at wrestling.
Nobody gives a fuck about the indies.
Yeah,
dude.
I know. Nobody really cares about the indies, but I'm just saying for people who do want to be what's it called? If you really do want to be at the top of the indies, just spend all your time in the gym like Sean Cena and you will do great. That's it. You don't really need to do anything else other than be good. That goes for everything.
You know what?
Nobody cares if you have no story work. Nobody cares.
Listen. I misspoke about Brad. Brad might be number 2 this year because he's next to the tribal chief, Matt Reigns. All right? Brad.
Of what tribe?
Uso. Brad Uso.
What?
The
What
Brad
bloodline?
tribe.
Aren't they all white?
The Brad tribe.
No! How dare you disrespect Matt Reigns, the tribal chief, and accuse him of such a claim of being white?
Is he
It's
not?
because they have
Am I
Chad running through their veins.
Yeah, aren't they all just Chads?
No.
They
Don't
probably
you
wear
dare.
Nike shorts, bro.
No, they
Bro.
don't. They don't.
Think about what they wear. Bro. They're coming to school with
They
their
got the
Hollister
Cuban-
t-shirts.
They got the Hollister.
You're
They got
mad
the
you
they got
can't
the
afford Hollister.
they got the
They got-
Cuban
bro.
chain.
They got
They
the
got the
Hawaiian
Cuban chain. They got the
t-shirts.
flannel
Oh,
shirt.
oh my
Don't you dare
god.
disrespect the tribal chief like that. Don't you dare disrespect Brad Uso.
The
He is the hottest
flannel.
tag team wrestler of all time. And I'll have you know, Matt, the tribal chief, reigns, and you will acknowledge him, is black. He is black. He is African Americano.
Can someone clip that? Send me that.
And I will have you
It's gonna
know
make it to a Pro Wrestling match.
that you won't disrespect the tribal chief like that ever.
Again. You don't disrespect his family because of AVP. You're gonna have to deal with Matt now. You're gonna have to deal with the repercussions at RWR because he's listening. and he gave me a text. He said he wants you one-on-one. AVP. He wants
AVP,
you
one more match?
Wait,
AVP, one
wait.
more match?
Okay, I think you guys are maybe maybe over exaggerating some of the things I said. I didn't.
No, you accused him of being white.
I didn't mean that as a inherently bad thing.
What's wrong with being white? Although the tribal chief is not white, what's wrong with being white?
I was just it was more of a factual.
What's wrong with
You don't
doing
need to
a
put me
black
in.
gimmick when you're not black?
You
should
don't
know
need to
something
put
about
me in
that.
anything.
AVP,
You know what? I
you do a
sincerely
black gimmick
apologize.
when you're not even
I
black.
apologize. I sincerely apologize, and I'm sure that we don't have to go into the ring with him ever.
No, I
And-
want you to say that you acknowledge the tribal chief.
Okay.
Right
Acknowledge him. Acknowledge him.
Okay. Kaden, can we do this off the stream?
Say it!
Can we do this?
Acknowledge him.
Can we talk about
Do it,
this
Ash.
off the stream or
You
something?
will
Ask-
acknowledge him, or you will acknowledge him in front of the 60-player sold-out crowd. So
That's
whether
a-
you can
that's a
do it on
tough
stream,
choice.
or you can do it at RWR.
Your choice, Ashton Vontavious Porter.
Well, I'll tell you something. I'm not gonna be embarrassed in front of my own channel, so I will take you up on that offer to acknowledge
Oh my
him on the
goodness.
debut episode
Oh my
of Pro
goodness.
Wrestling Reborn.
Oh, guess what, Ace?
You
What?
heard it here. You heard it here.
There's gonna
Look.
be
Kaden, we have our first segment planned for the show.
something that you should know. You may not be embarrassed on your
But-
own channel. No, hold on. You may not. But when it comes to Roblox Wrestling Reborn, you will be embarrassed by the tribal chief. And as soon as you learn your lesson, then the tribal chief will leave you alone. Because guess what? As soon as he embarrasses you, I'm gonna make sure it's put on Roblox Wrestling Media. I'm gonna.
I'm putting it on the Steiner
my
section. I'll
Twitter.
put it on the Steiner
I'm
section.
gonna get Ken to put it on APRW Twitter. It's gonna be everywhere.
You guys,
guess
I'm
what?
retired.
Yeah, that
guess
Twitter's
what?
gone. He deleted that shit.
The tribal chief will address
Oh no!
you.
Oh my
himself.
goodness! Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no! For the chat, Matt Ashford just joined our chat, and
You.
Thank God, we
dare
dodged a bullet there.
disrespect A man like
We dodged
the
a bullet there.
tribal chief.
It's a good thing he's
Bro.
on the call. Whew. All right. I think that should.
Now you no.
I
You
think.
will apologize.
I think that's it for me, you guys. We're
You
about to hit
will
1 hour mark on this
apologize.
very good episode of Roblania Talk.
As soon as the stream ends, you're going to acknowledge him. Do you understand?
I will never acknowledge him.
yes, you will in front
You're
of
going to
60
pay.
plus
You're
players.
going
I will
to
never
pay.
You will.
acknowledge him in front
You
of 60
will.
plus players on the debut episode of Pro Wrestling Reborn.
All right, sounds like a good way to wrap it up.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Also, don't forget for AVP versus Matt Reigns at Roblania Starcade.
No. That is.
Proclaim Stargate.
Hey, you think it's a joke, but I already started working on it, so. Why is Brad in the chat? What the hell? Yeah, see, I was right. Look at his profile picture.
Hey,
He's wearing a
you
white
don't
beater.
disrespect Brad Uso
Yes.
like that. You don't disrespect Brad Uso like that. Don't disrespect Brad Uso
You're
like
laughing. What?
that. Don't you dare. Listen, Brad looks fantastic.
he's wearing a. Bro, okay, all
Who
right.
the hell?
You're just a hater.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to this very highly rated episode of Roblania Talk. Remember, you can always like. We have more viewers than likes, which is very depressing. Anyways, I would just like to say thank you for tuning in. This has been Kaden Jersey, Jackson Steiner,
Don't forget to watch the signer section every week.
And Ashay's before I was so rudely interrupted. Any final words,
Fuck
you
you.
guys?
I will say this though.